All right, let's talk about your mom and your dad issues. We all have mommy and daddy issues. Mommy, daddy issues, all right? And they're different. They're different. There's so many fatherless boys. It takes a village. It takes a village, people. Not like YMCA. More like we're walking around being like YME. Like, why me? You know? Why'd I get the fucking parents I got? I don't get it. And even if you had great parents, you have a hard time because, like, freaking, you know, like, the thing about it is, like, I know a lot of kids are like, I had a great childhood, no trauma, there's no issues, but yeah, I got some sexual fetish things that are going on for me. I don't understand how to, like, express those in the world. We all get stuck with how we express ourselves, and you can trace them back to mom and dad issues. Fucking, like, what are your issues? Put them in the comments below. Let's, like, because if you own it, you're free from it. You tell the truth first, you're free from it. Don't have anybody beating you over the head with that. Come on. Let's get into it. It takes a man to raise men. It takes a man to raise men. This is a conversation I had, all right, with my love. God bless him. Conversation I had. It takes a man to raise men. But a lot of fathers, they were just like, they had to be the workers. They had to go out. They had to be the stoic ones. They couldn't express themselves. They didn't have, like, the energy. There was no, like, map. And then, you know, you have the oversensitive guys that, like, come along in the 60s that are like the flower children, and they're all wearing freaking knit clothes now. Jesus, whatever. They're wearing leggings. And you're like, oh, everyone's fluid. I don't understand. It takes a man. It takes a man to raise men. And that hurts women too. And this is the important thing I'm going to share with you, and it's going to shock you if you're freaking from a really Christian paradigm or something like that. That witches, which literally means wise woman, a woman who could read and write and who knew pleasure and who knew how to cook and, like, have herbs to be able to heal you. A witch, a person who's a sorceress connected to source. You know, a lot of things in the Bible, they speaking out against pagans, and I can't get behind that, all right? Because I feel like there's a depth of spiritual connection that happens, and you have to understand that a lot of patriarchal kind of tones got put in a very biblical, spiritual book. It's a very spiritual book, and I abide by a lot of that book. I totally, you know, whatever path you walk in, just know that the way of the witch, the woman who knows she's a witch, that she's a sorceress, she's going to also be able to be the person later in life that's going to look at the guy and say, I'm not going to take that behavior from you. I'm not going to put up with it. You know, you're not my guy. If you can't commit, if you can't bring your whole self to the table, if you can't pour into this relationship, if you can't show up and you can be expressive with me, if you can trust me with your cock, but you can't trust me with your heart, there's a fucking problem. I'm going to say that again. If you can trust me with your cock, but you can't trust me with your heart, there's a fucking problem, okay? You know? There's a disconnect, and that disconnect is a lot of the time that they have fathers that were not there for them, or they had dads that beat them. We had a lot of absentee things. So we go these different directions. We get anxious, avoided, come close, go away. You know, this weird, like, hypochondriasis type behavior. Or we have people that are completely avoidant. Like, I'm a lone wolf. I don't need anybody. Single mind on psychology. We need people. We need each other. All right? And every single, if you have a vehicle that is your body, which we all fucking do, hello, wake up, anybody paying attention to the fact you are a body underneath of you. You know, this body, like right here, I'm just showing you. I put on 10 freaking pounds over the course of last month, you know, getting really comfortable, cozy in this idea of I was trying to plug into something. The winter was coming and I wasn't really on point, on task, and on my purpose. And so what did I do? I freaking got donuts and ate them, and coffee, and I was like, not in a good place. I was trying to, like, parent myself through substances. You know, that's addiction, folks. But you got to look at the man in the mirror, all right, or the woman in the mirror. You got to, like, change your ways. And there's no message any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, you got to look at yourself. You got to make that change. Make that change. So this is not change that we're talking about if you want to work with me, okay? It's $4,500, all right? Yeah, we could break it up, sure, but I mean, like, for some of you, it's like a freaking handbag. Other people of you, it's just like you rented a Ferrari for the fucking weekend and you went around the track a couple times. It's like no big deal. It's like you got so many different avenues of money coming in that's just one more way it's going to whoop, and it's going to ROI. You're going to get return on investment. But for other people, you hear that and you're like, fucking no way, no fucking way would I ever spend that kind of money. That is just insane money. I can't even make that. You know, like my fucking student loans are like less than that. Who are you? Like, who the fuck are you to tell me, you know, to invest $4,500 in like making a change in my life? But listen, a lot of us spend $60K on school. Some of us spend, you know, a couple $1,500 a semester on school, learning things that we may or may not apply. But it's like the fact of the matter is that you're gonna have to advance the dial in your life, or you die. All right. And if this whole thing about like situationships and not being able to have a real relationship and reveal who you are, and completely avoiding intimacy because we have mommy daddy problems, we have mommy daddy fucking issues that are coded into us, and it's like there's a certain point where adolescence has to come to an end, you know. And if it doesn't come to an end, that's where you get like the heroin needle in your arm, you're freaking drinking all the time, you're freaking in these bad relationships, abusive fucking drama relationships. It's just fucking insane. Why would you live in a hell? You're living in fucking hell, okay? You're living in hell. Listen to me. I wouldn't tell you otherwise. Break out of hell. Break out. Freedom. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. Go to a website, sign up for your free consultation, you know, fucking, you know it's going to be $4,500, but we can talk, all right? I got a plan. I'll be a resource for you. Come to me, all right? Come to me. We start here. This artistry you see right here, I'm going to bring that to the table because artists are the ones who provoke change. They break free from the status fucking quo. Get that in your head, all right? I love you so much. Oh, fucking battery, Jesus. Go to the website.